Could Singularity NET explode up to $10? Chris, this is going to be a good one. Let's get into it. So we're going to speculate a little bit now. We're going to talk about, Singularity NET AGI, the fantastic artificial general intelligence blockchain platform, and it's fantastic, and it's actually really affordable at the minute on something that is an incredibly low market cap with a reasonable circulating supply, which means I think this thing could actually go much higher than $10, but Chris said I had to be realistic. So we went in with $10, and I think we're going to see that. Let's get into this in a little bit more detail. But before we do, if you find this video useful and informative, hit that like button. We both really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe, because by subscribing, you're going to be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. It is free, you'll be kept informed, so why not? With that said, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at Singularity NET and all the fantastic things that go on there.
Yeah, let's do it, Nick. Let's get into it.
Right, so Singularity NET AGI is the native token, and it's currently trading at 23 cents. And today, Chris, is a red day. There is blood in the streets, and ultimately it is down 6.2%. That means, Chris, it's a red day, one of your favorite days within the crypto space, and some opportunities here have been presented themselves. So there's a fantastic opportunity to get in, not as early as maybe I got in, Chris. I did get in pretty early, and I've got a pretty sweet position on Singularity NET, but I still think there's plenty of time, because this thing, I think, is going to explode, and I think it's going to explode up to $10 and maybe even higher. And I'm going to go through why I think this. So as you can see, we are currently sat here on CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap has a market capitalization for Singularity NET at only $198 million. That's right, $198 million. It is not even $1 billion yet, and that just astounds me, because we've seen some phenomenal things with the one token. We saw this thing when it was down at $100 million, and we got a very nice position in OneHarmony. And obviously now today, Chris, we can look at OneHarmony just below that $2 billion level, and it's pretty sweet, I have to say. So, we can see this thing explode very, very quickly, and in no time at all, before you know it, in a blink of an eye, AGI could be at $1 billion itself. But what does that mean? Well, the circulating supply for Singularity NET, Chris, sits at 865 million tokens. There's a maximum current supply of 1 billion AGI tokens, and these are the ERC20 tokens. Now, there is an important thing we do have to note here, is that Singularity NET, as a part of its Phase 2 development, put out to the Singularity NET community whether or not it was going to create an additional 1 billion tokens. But this time, the 1 billion tokens would be issued on the Cardano blockchain. And this is because the Cardano blockchain is more superior to that than of Ethereum, and basically allows Singularity NET to do things that it just cannot do currently under the Ethereum restrictions. So the community promptly agreed, and yes, they're going to create an additional 1 billion tokens on the AGI platform. But fear not, you're not going to have an additional 1 billion tokens all in one go. It's actually going to be distributed, I believe, over a 99-year period. So you're going to be steadily getting these AGI ADA tokens, which is a pretty sweet deal. But moreover, you're going to be able to convert your ERC20 tokens over to the AGI token, the AGI ADA token, for a one-to-one representation, which means they're interoperable. You can switch one for the other. And this is fantastic news, Chris, because you'll be able to take, full advantage of the Cardano blockchain and the AGI token, which means you'll be able to transact with much, much lower fees. And faster too, which is fantastic. So why wouldn't you? So with that being said, at the moment, yes, there's 865 million of these tokens out there, and that will increase. I think there's like a 15% initial, so that will go up a little bit. It will be a little bit over 1 billion tokens during 2021. With that being said, that is still an incredibly low number of tokens, and because of that low circulating supply, we can see the value of the AGI token actually increasing dramatically. So currently, as I said before, $198 million market cap. This thing could easily get to $1 just by moving up to $1 billion market cap. something that, the 𝗕𝗏𝗀 blockchain did incredibly fast. So for that purpose, I think, yes, we can definitely see a $1. And then obviously I asked myself that same question, Chris, can we see a $10 AGI token, which would be, a $10 billion market cap? And I can see AGI with everything that they're doing with artificial intelligence and, robotics, Hanson Robotics. I honestly, I'm surprised this thing is this low at the moment. I knew it was going to be a long-term play, and I still believe that. But I do think that during 2021, this particular coin is going to absolutely explode. And let's get into this, because this is the AGI chart. Okay, so here we have Singularity NET to the USD. This is on the daily and the Binance. And we have a Fibonacci on here, just to give you a bit of an idea as to what is actually being represented within this very small Fibonacci at the moment. Here we have that low level all the way down here, which was the end of December, through to that high level that was achieved up here in the 14th of February. We also had the retracements coming down to that 382 area and the most recent breakout and retest down on the 702. But looking forward is what we're going to be taking a look at here. We can see that the very first price target comes in at 48 cents, which would be, approximately $500 million. As we move up, we can see 75 cents, and then we have $1.03, followed by $1.20. So straight away, the Fibonacci extension levels are already indicating a market cap of over $1 billion for AGI. So straight away, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I can see a $1 AGI, without any issue. But I also still think that actually once you start getting some momentum in this project, you'll start getting, a much higher market cap and a much higher price for the AGI token. And Chris, I do truly believe that we are going to see, a $10 AGI token during 2021. But what are your thoughts? Do you think $10 is realistic?
Well, I think it is, Nick. I think, it's not a short-term target by any stretch of the imagination. Like in my eyes, I still think there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen in order to see that sort of price discovery. However, with that said, I still think that it's an absolute gem of a project. And my thought process on it is it's still undervalued where it's currently sat, particularly with, the retracement that we've seen in the market today. And I think this is going to continue over the next few days, if I'm brutally honest. I see it as an opportunity, whereas others may be a little bit fearful. I think that we're not really even started with the bull run yet properly. Like I say that, I'm really thinking from an altcoin sort of perspective, but overall, it's a fantastic project with an awful lot of scope for development. And I think, it's great tech, great team. And I think on the Cardano platform, it's gonna be an even bigger beast than when it was on Ethereum. And you've invested early. I've got a bit of an investment. It's obviously not the kind of position that you've got in AGI. And I'm still buying it now, guys.
Yeah, I think this is something even I will continue buying. Even though I've got a pretty good position, I want to extend that much further. And the market cap on this thing makes it an incredibly lucrative opportunity, I believe. So hopefully, guys, you found this informative and hopefully give you a bit of an insight as to what we look at here when we check out these charts, because AGI is got all of those kind of hallmark indicators to me, Chris, that tell me that it is likely to actually increase in value quite significantly. And if we just take a step back and actually really review this, we have an incredibly low market cap considering where we are in the 2021 cycle at the moment, considering how things like Anchor have increased from 100 million up to nearly 700 million. And, we've seen Harmony One go from 100 million up to nearly 2 billion. AGI is also doing something fantastic work, obviously, with the technology, the artificial intelligence itself, the decentralized marketplace, all of that stuff. But above and beyond that, they've also got a fantastic team. Dr. Ben Gsell, for example, he also runs a YouTube channel in the same way that Hoskinson runs his. He's very informed. He informs his entire community of all the things that he wants to do and get up to. And I think that's fantastic to have someone who represents the project and is out there communicating with it as well. Ultimately, Chris, something as low as this in a market cap with a team like that and the technology, it's just, to me, seems like it's a no-brainer that it is going to explode. So hopefully, guys, you found this useful. If you did, hit that like button because we really do appreciate that. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with that said, guys, we hope you have a fantastic day. If you, we'll catch you in the next one.